Hello and welcome students. Today we'll be taking up the topic respiratory system. Before we understand the whole system, let us understand first the meaning of two words, that is breathing and respiration. Normally, people say breathing and respiration are one and the same thing. But there is a vast difference between breathing and respiration. Breathing is only inhalation and exhalation. That means the air we breathe in and the carbon dioxide that is exhaled. But respiration is the oxygen which enters our lungs when it mixes with the blood and makes it pure, giving us energy. In the blood, already food is there, which has been obtained from digestion, and this food plus oxygen gives us energy to do work. So, respiration is a very important process. And this process of respiration is not very simple. It takes place in various steps and it involves a certain number of organs. So, as the air we breathe in enters our body through the nostrils, then it goes to the nose. From the nose, it goes to the pharynx, a part behind the nose. From the pharynx, it goes to the larynx, which is the voice box, the place from where the voice comes out when you talk, when you sing, or whatever sound you take out. From the voice box, it goes into the trachea, or what we call as the windpipe. From the trachea, it passes into the lungs where there are many alveoli. Alveoli are balloon-shaped structures which are present inside the lungs. There are two lungs in the human body. On either side, the branches are there. It enters into the alveoli. In these balloon-shaped structures, the oxygen gets filled. And when the oxygen gets filled, the lungs are ready to give that oxygen into the other parts of our body. But how does this oxygen enter into other part of our body? It is the blood which is rich in hemoglobin. Hemoglobin is denoted by Hb. The blood which is rich in hemoglobin comes and combines with the oxygen. Some of the amount of oxygen enters through the process of diffusion, that is, alveoli are rich in oxygen, or lungs are rich in oxygen, or more in oxygen. So from more or from higher concentration, it goes into the lower concentration. So that is how it passes. But when the level becomes same in the lungs and outside the lungs, the hemoglobin in the blood combines with the oxygen because it has got affinity. The hemoglobin loves, or it's attracted towards the oxygen. And when this hemoglobin gets attracted or has the affinity to oxygen, it forms a substance called oxyhemoglobin, which is rich in blood or oxygen, and this oxygen rich blood is supplied to all parts of the body. But how it is supplied? This hemoglobin, which is now has formed oxyhemoglobin, or is the blood which is rich in oxygen, enters into the heart, and from the heart it is pumped to all parts of the body. So this is how the process of respiration takes place. In respiration, we again study two types of respiration. One is external and the other is internal. What is the difference between external and internal? External respiration is when exchange of gases take place from outside the body to inside the body. That is, taking in of carbon dioxide rich gas but giving out carbon dioxide back into the atmosphere, or retaining oxygen in the body. Now, when that oxygen, as I said, mixes with the blood to give it a pure form or give us energy, that is known as internal respiration. So, this whole process of respiration, when it takes place, there is always a contraction and relaxation going on in the lungs. The moment the lungs contract, we exhale, and when the lungs relax, we inhale. During that process, you can feel when you keep your hand just above your abdomen, there is a disc shaped structure, what we call as the diaphragm. This diaphragm, when it moves up, the lungs contract, and whatever carbon dioxide is present in the lungs, that goes out into the atmosphere. When this diaphragm relaxes or comes down, the air from the atmosphere enters the lungs and keeps back oxygen, and the remaining amount of carbon dioxide is thrown out of the lungs. That is exhalation. If you have any doubt regarding this, you can put up your doubts in the comment section and I'll get back to you. If you like my video, do like, share and subscribe.